In this video, we're diving into Richmond's #1 small town community, Ashland, Virginia. You've seen the trains, you've maybe heard the nickname Center of the Universe, but I'm showing you what it's actually like to live here, from old town streets to brand new subdivisions, what the homes cost, and whether this community fits your lifestyle. We're starting right here at the tracks and heading through Ashland's neighborhoods, local spots, schools, and even some of the newer subdivisions you won't find in tourist brochures. And yep, I'll tell you exactly how much homes cost, what traffic is like, how safe it really is, and why folks call this town the center of the universe. Hey y'all, I'm Holly, a top producing 5-star local real estate agent here in Richmond. I help people just like you figure out not just what house to buy, but where life makes the most sense for your next chapter. And when it comes to charm, access, and community, Ashland, right here in Hanover County, might just be one of the best places to live in Virginia. In this video, you're going to learn 3 things. First, why people fall in love with Ashland and what might surprise you. Second, where it's located in relation to Short Pump, downtown Richmond, and I-95. And third, how much it really costs to live here. Whether you're buying a historic home or eyeing something new in places like Amburn, I'm taking you with me from downtown to Randolph-Macon, through the neighborhoods, and all the way into the rural back roads. So buckle up, let's go for a drive. We are going to start right here. This is the heart of Ashland. 2 train tracks running straight through the middle of town, literally. They split Center Street in half. It's one of the only places in America where the tracks run through a residential street, and somehow it just works. And if you're wondering, yes, the trains are loud. You'll hear them a few times a day, but most locals, they love it. It becomes part of the rhythm of life here. You'll see kiddos standing beside the tracks, anxiously awaiting the train to pass through, photographers setting up their cameras to catch that perfect shot, and people waiting to board to head off on a business trip or a fun getaway. So let's answer a big question that comes up a lot. Where exactly is Ashland, and how far is it from everything else? Here's the short version. You're about 20 minutes north of downtown Richmond, 15 minutes from Short Pump, which is where shopping, dining, Wegmans, all of that hubbub is, and about 30 minutes to the Richmond International Airport, and literally a couple of turns off I-95. This makes it perfect for commuters, remote workers who want options, retirees looking for a slower pace, or families who want that small town life but still need to get to the city fast. Want to hit a brewery in Scott's Addition? Easy job. Need a Target run in Glen Allen? 10 to 12 minutes. Want to disappear into the country and not see a stoplight for 20 miles? You could do that too. Just head west. Ashland is this weirdly perfect intersection between rural peace, college town charm, and commuter convenience. It's central without feeling chaotic, connected but still quiet. That's why people love it here. It gives you access without the pressure of being in the middle of everything all the time. So right over here, this is one of my favorite spots, Homemade by Suzanne. It has been around this area for many, many years with its delicious, timeless recipes. Sometimes I sit at the trackside tables eating chicken salad stuffed in Hanover tomatoes with my little one, and we just watch the world go by. Trains, fire trucks, dogs, bikes, neighbors. Ashland kind of forces you to slow down, and that's the magic of it. Up and down the tracks, you will find a variety of local shops and restaurants. I want to show you some of the spots that make Ashland feel like Ashland. Sports Page is just right up the street behind me. You may have heard me mention this in other videos, as they do have several locations, but if you are looking for wings and football, this is a fantastic spot. Wings not your thing? Don't worry, I've never had anything bad here. Just on the other side of the same street is the Ashland Theater. It's classic marquee style, live music. They still do small town movie nights, and honestly, that's where you'll see half the town in one room. And just across on the other side here of the tracks is Ashland Feed and Seed. Want baby chicks in the spring, garden tools, local honey? This is the real deal. It's this kind of town where businesses still have your name written down in a notepad, where the cashier here remembers your dog's name and where strangers wave just because. Right here is the Secretariat Memorial behind me. So yes, it's that Secretariat. The legendary Triple Crown winner, born and raised just outside of Ashland and trained in this very county. This memorial's not just a statue, it's a symbol of the pride and grit that lives in Hanover County. And honestly, it surprises a lot of people. You don't expect to see a life-size bronze of the most famous racehorse in history just chilling in the middle of a college campus. But that's Ashland for you. Big stories, quietly told. Now we are moving just a few blocks up in this direction to Randolph-Macon College. So this right here is one of the oldest Methodist-affiliated colleges in the country, and it completely shapes the vibe of downtown Ashland. It brings in energy, students, professors, lectures, coffee shops, even their sports teams draw crowds from the community. If you love that college town energy but without the chaos, this might be your sweet spot. While we are here, let's talk about a fun topic. If you really want to know what Ashland's all about, don't just look at the houses, look at the calendar, because this town shows up for its events. And they're not just small town cute, they're beloved. Locals plan their weekends around them. And if you're the type who loves knowing your neighbors, this is where it happens. Every Saturday morning, the Ashland Farmers Market is packed. It's right by the tracks, filled with fresh produce, flowers, local honey, and every kind of baked good that you can possibly imagine. This is where you'll hear live bluegrass, meet a dozen golden retrievers, and probably end up with a hand-thrown pottery mug you didn't know you really needed. In June, it's the Ashland Strawberry Fair. This is one of my all-time favorites. This one is huge and takes place right here on campus. It draws thousands from all over the region. Booths stretch for blocks. You've got crafts, food trucks, live music, and yes, more strawberry desserts than any reasonable person should consume in a single day. It's joyful chaos in the best possible way. The whole town turns into a mini train station for Ashland Train Day. Vintage conductors, model trains, kids dressed like engineers, and trains flying by just feet away. It's something you truly have to see to believe. No one does train culture like Ashland. And all summer long, the lawn at Town Hall turns into a front porch jam session. Families bring blankets, neighbors dance barefoot, it's hot dogs, lawn chairs, and music under the stars. This isn't just a place to live, it's a place to belong, and Ashland makes that easy. Most real estate agents would just show you listings, but they'll miss the small things, like the sound of the train at night, the festivals, or where the sidewalks cut off. I won't, because I'm a relocation specialist, a native Richmonder, and I know RVA like the back of my hand. If you're moving here, I'll be your boots on the ground guide, and yes, you'll be talking directly to me. From here, let's take a slow roll through the neighborhoods just behind downtown. Y'all, we had perfect timing. I was hoping I would be able to get to show you the train, and not only one, but two. Here it is. Wasn't that cool? If you've ever dreamed of owning a white farmhouse with a wraparound porch, you'll find it here, or maybe a red brick bungalow with flower boxes in the windows. These homes were built in the 1900s, 1920s, and even 1800s in some cases. There's history in the bricks, stories in the floorboards, but here's what you need to know. You're paying for the charm. These homes don't come cheap anymore. Renovated ones can go for $450,000 to $600,000 plus, depending on the size and updates. Also, these streets are narrow, sidewalks are tight, and there are stop signs, a lot of them. It's not the fastest drive, but that's part of the draw. Life here doesn't rush. Now let's head out a little farther to Amburn. We are turning into Amburn, one of the new construction subdivisions by Main Street Homes. So let's take a look at what makes this subdivision special. One of the most exciting new communities in Ashland is this subdivision right here. What makes it different? Location. You are literally blocks to Randolph-Macon College and downtown Ashland from here. Trains, coffee, ice cream shops, all just a few blocks away. It's got that tight-knit neighborhood feel, but with modern homes and energy-efficient design. You've got two options here: single-family homes that are completely sold out, or these really charming villa-style homes that are already 75% sold. The villa homes are a big deal, especially if you're looking for low-maintenance living with a ton of space. We're talking 2,460 plus square feet with your choice of first or second floor primary suites, walk-in closets, loft space, a powder room, 2 or 3 extra bedrooms, and a 2-car garage. And if energy efficiency matters to you, these homes are built by Main Street Homes using their Energy Advantage Plus system. That means lower monthly utility costs, healthier air quality, longer-lasting construction, eco-friendly materials that reduce waste and energy use, all for you. So if you're the kind of buyer who loves the idea of living in a charming town, but also wants a brand new low-maintenance, energy-efficient home for around $500,000, Amburn might be your unicorn. Now we're going to cut through a more established subdivision here on North Macon Terrace to get to our next new construction development. Homes in this subdivision are in the upper 400,000s. You will find a number of first floor living options, some with brick fronts. I had some clients who have lived in this subdivision for years recently decide to relocate. One of the things that they talked about the most is their Saturday morning walk to the farmer's market and how much they love the strawberry fair every year. Believe it or not, that's where I first met them a number of years ago. By the way, if you're thinking about moving to the Richmond, Virginia metro area, go ahead and shoot me a text at the number on the screen. Yes, that's my real number. You'll be talking directly to me, not a bot, not a call center. I'll also drop a link in the description to my relocation guide if you want more details on neighborhoods, schools, and what it's really like to live here. Now, this little pocket right here, that's the hidden gem called Haley Meadows. Just 19 homes total, and as of today, there's only one left. So if you're even halfway serious, you'll want to move fast. This is one of those blink and you'll miss it neighborhoods. Small, tucked away, and crazy close to everything. You can walk to downtown Ashland, you can bike to Randolph-Macon College, and if you need to hop on 95 or Route 1 for commuting, you're literally 5 minutes out. It's one of the most convenient spots in town. But here's what stands out: the curb appeal. They didn't phone this one in. You've got James Hardy plate siding, elevated trim packages, and thoughtful architectural touches that make each home feel distinct. It's not cookie cutter, it's character with clean lines and that just finished feeling. Prices here started in the upper 400,000s, but are selling around 600,000 now. And with how close you are to downtown, that's a solid value for new construction by Sherm Homes in Ashland. This community is great if you want a small, connected neighborhood vibe, but don't want to sacrifice location or style. The schools servicing this area include Ashland Elementary that you see here behind me. That's the newest elementary school, Liberty Middle, and Patrick Henry High School, and maybe a few others if you're more on the outskirts of the area. These aren't massive schools. The teachers actually know your kids' names, and in a town like Ashland, that kind of connection means everything. As we head on down the road, don't be surprised if you see some cornfields. All right, last few things before we get to our next stop. Let's talk safety. Hanover County, which Ashland is part of, has its own fire, EMS, and sheriff's department, and they're top tier. Response times are solid, and you'll regularly see community officers stopping by schools or festivals. It's not just secure, it's connected. Traffic? Here's the truth. You'll deal with some backups near 95 during rush hour, and you'll hit your fair share of stoplights heading towards short pumps. But once you're inside Ashland itself, you're coasting. Slow streets, easy driving, rural roads that look like a movie set. However, you may get caught by that train depending on the time of day, so plan accordingly. Speaking of rural, I mentioned the cornfields. You've got the best of both worlds here. Downtown charm, suburban neighborhoods, and then just a few turns out, farmland. Silence, trees for days, people garden,
raise chickens, some even have goats.
Now, if you're looking for a home that balances modern features with that old school small town feel, this one's going to check a lot of boxes for you. The community was built by RCI builders, and you can really feel the craftsmanship in the layouts and finishes. Think open concept kitchens, first floor primary suites, flex rooms, and space to grow. You'll find floor plans starting with 3+ bedrooms, 2+ bathrooms, and prices start in the upper 500,000, so this is where buyers tend to land when they want a little more space, upgraded features, or long-term living potential. But the real standout? Langford's Crossing is walkable. Pedestrian paths lead to your morning coffee, train spotting, or dinner at Iron Horse, all a quick stroll away. That's rare for new construction in this price. So many new neighborhoods are tucked way out with zero connection to town life. But here you get the modern day convenience, brand new homes, energy efficiency, smart layouts, without giving up what makes Ashland, Ashland. And just like the town itself, Langford's Crossing is quiet, intentional, and rooted in community. This is where you settle in, not pass through. So, is Ashland right for you? Maybe, maybe not. But now you know what life really looks like here. Not the brochure version, the real one, with trains, tomatoes, the heat, traffic, and yes, a whole lot of charm. If you want help figuring out whether Ashland or another spot in Hanover County or the greater Richmond area fits your lifestyle and budget, reach out. I'd love to help you make that next move feel a little less stressful.